It's that time of the week again, and I've got another craft planned for you. Today we're gonna make a flip book. So a flip book is a series of pages that eventually come together to make a moving image. This is one I made at my own time. So let's get started. Here's some materials you might need. You'll need some paper, or if you want and have them, use some Post-it notes. You'll need a pencil and an eraser. You'll need a pair of scissors. And to bind your pages together, if you're using paper, you'll need binder clips or rubber bands. You'll also need a window or a light box. You could also use a glass top table or desk with a flashlight. So this is how I cut out my size paper, but you really could use whatever size you feel comfortable with. So I folded my paper in half. I folded it in half again. And I folded this in half one more time. So I will have 8 rectangles. So pause the video and cut out your sheets of paper. You'll want a lot. So this is my light box. It was pretty inexpensive on Amazon. It has a USB plug and it has 3 different brightness levels. It's really thin and really portable. So I'll be using it to record for this video, but you definitely can use a window or a glass top table for your project. So we're going to make our first frame. Each sheet of paper is going to be called a frame. You have to decide which side of the paper you want to draw on. For me, it's easier to flip on the left side, but you're welcome to do it on the right side. So I think I'm going to keep my animation simple. So I'm just going to draw a person waving. Just a simple stick figure. So to make my image move, I'm going to draw this first frame, and then I'm going to trace my next frames. But I'm only going to change the parts of the image that I want to move. So to make him wave, I'm only going to move the upper part of his arm back and forth. I'm also going to number each of my frames. You don't have to do this, but this will make it easier in case your frames ever get put out of order. So I sped it up a little here, and I moved his arm a little tiny bit each frame. So this is what it looks like so far. I decided that I wanted to add a little bit more to this, so I decided I wanted a little cloud moving across the sky. He's sad at first, but when he sees our friend waving, his frown turns into a smile. So I moved him just a little bit over to the left each frame. To make him go from frowning to smiling, I used a flat smile in between the frown and the smiling frames. And I move him right off the screen. So now I have all my frames in order. With some extra paper you should put a stack behind the last frame and a stack in front of the first frame. It will make for a smoother animation when you go to flip with your thumb. So you want to make sure they're as lined up as possible. Now you're going to use your rubber bands or binder clips. The binder clips shown here help keep the pages together. Or you can use a rubber band. For my stack of paper, my rubber band didn't happen to work very well, but it just depends on how big your paper is or how big your rubber band is. So a good trick for doing your flip, you want to grab your book like this with your right hand and slowly move your thumb down the pages. And here's our finished flip book. So you slowly move your thumb down those pages. And you've got a moving image. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Feel free to send your flipbooks along. Have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful spring break. Happy crafting!